A pleasant day to all of you. Discover, develop, unleash, sustain significance. This is for GAWAD MAHARAJA. I am Dr. Rosemarie S. Guirre from Bulacan Polytechnic College, Region 3. Emerging technologies with potential care and support application for older people. The 60s are the new 20s. If you are the owner of an institution, academic head, or human resources employee, if you're going to choose between the two kinds of teachers currently both working hard with dedication and passion, who among them would you like to stay? The first image, taught for 20 to 40 years, so I prefer to use the term seasonal teacher. Now, I would say most of those teachers were better than me. Often they would encounter problem in class. The second image, a younger teacher like me, which could transfer knowledge to the seasonal teacher and solve those problems. The topics include the following: emerging technologies, potential care, and support application. 60s are the new 20s. For the emerging technologies, let's discuss first the history of online education. For pre or 1900, the industrial age and early computers, computer technology as emerging in a time when the same engine was considered technology. From the 1900s to 1959, the Great Wars and the proto-internet era, the word computer still meant a person who does computation. From 1960s to 1979, the space age and the early internet, the internet takes its first wobbly steps in these early years. From 1980 to 1989, the computer age and the modern internet. The internet type signals have been transmitted from school to school. From 1990 to 2019, the information age and the internet boom, the development of learning management system, which is usually used by most of the institution now. 2019 and beyond, the future of online learning, more people than ever before that are able to connect, learn, and grow on their own terms. So what will be the equipment needs in online education? The quality of teaching will suffer if we keep losing experienced educators who help younger teachers like me to develop our practice. So they need functioning computer, good internet connection, sound devices like microphone and headset or speaker. Of course, we need the webcam, notebook, and ball pen to take down notes. So what will be some of the virtual classroom that we use by our educator? We have the Google Classroom, Schoology, Blackboard, Edmodo, the Desire to Learn, the Canvas, and the most popular among, we have the Moodle. Potential care and support application. Teaching is a lifelong apprenticeship with best practice passed from experienced colleagues to new recruits. This is by Alami. Teaching is a lifelong apprentice, a dedicated and efficient educator with years of experience who once taught some of our pupils' parents. The school benefits from their expertise daily, from the way they handle tricky content to how they manage difficult students' behavior. In many ways, they are irreplaceable. 60s teaching methods versus the 20s teaching methods. As you can see on the pictures, The student always sit on their chair and the teachers always stand at the front of every student. But in the 20th teaching methods or the 20th teaching methods, this is surrounded by the gadgets or the technology having their own computers. And we have the large LCD or LED monitor at the front of the classroom. And we have the so-called round table discussion, wherein every student can easily touch or easily converse on their teachers using tablets, of course. For the old teaching method, they're using chalk and blackboard. But now they're using the technology. We have the PowerPoint presentation. Traditionally, classrooms have been organized with children sitting in rows with teachers and at the front of the room, directing learning, ensuring disciplined classroom environment. This is known as direct instruction. Beginning in the late 1960s and early 70s, teachers began to experiment with more innovative and experimental types of teaching. This is using the technology. This is based on the learning of children's interests, giving them more control over what happened in the classroom and getting rid of memorizing timetable and doing mental arithmetic. This approach is known as inquiry or discovery learning. So we have also the direct instruction, inquiry or discovery learning, dirty class record. Now we have the grading system. The only way to reverse the declining of average age of teacher is by changing the culture of the profession and giving people incentives to stay in the job. Without their guidance, confidence, and expertise, we got a knowledge gap about what works in teaching, and that's a problem. So we need the connivance of the old teaching methods and the new teaching methods. For the first image who taught 20 to 40 years, they are the seasonal teacher. They are less flexible and set in their ways. Have trouble with computer and technology. Our teachers are just waiting until they can retire and don't really care anymore. Our teachers prefer older methods like chalkboards, and worksheet. Older teachers are burned out. Older teachers are more experienced and can boost test scores through their expertise. And of course, older teachers have a lot of tricks up their sleeves. Older teachers should begin in giving more challenging students because they can handle them. Older teachers have proved their loyalty to their school by staying as long as they have. Older teachers know the history of the school. For the stereotypes about the younger teachers, young teachers are enthusiastic and energetic. Young teachers have new ideas. Young teachers are better at computers and technology. Young teachers are closer to the age of the student. Therefore, they can relate more to their students. Young teachers are more eager to learn more about teaching. Young teachers have better passion sense and are more attractive. Young teachers are more flexible with changes. Young teachers are less reliable. Young teachers are less loyal, I think, because they can move out easier because of their salary, I think. And they are more than willing to leave a school district for a better paying job. Age is just a number. And creating learning materials using the PowerPoint. They have also the pre-recorded video lectures, electronic books, SLM or any modules, and they can use technology like tablet, laptop, Android phone, virtual conferencing. Of course, this is the commonly used now. So we have the Skype, Zoom, Google Meet, and of course, we have the support application. And most of us using the system. In Bulacan Polytechnic College, we're using the BPC e-learning. And I am one of the developer of this platform. And I'm happy because this has been used for one semester. And this is used by most 500, almost 500, 5,000 rather students and the non-teaching and teaching personnel. So we need to teaching a teacher. 60s are the new 20s. The age 60 is wonderfully young enough to still working in their profession. One of this age who kept up with changing trends and technology will find their career ever energizing. The flip side, entering the profession at this age will drive insane. The trends in education have changed significantly. A classroom momentum feels nothing like when you would be a student yourself by using the whiteboards or the lightboards in teaching. Also, this is the expectation for the generation teacher mourning the future of our society. So what we need to do? So we need to mentee our mentors. Older adults have special learning needs that differ from younger adults. When it comes to technology, younger adults have not lived life without technology, whereas older adults were introduced to it and are challenged to learn. So they have to embrace the technology to have a better understanding of how it impacts their new teaching approach, demonstrate on how to use the technology. Of course, love the technology. We need them to teach how to use the social media like Facebook. And of course, we have lot of social media for virtual conferencing, the learning platforms that we can need, the application of the new normal. Like we have to use the Google Meet and Zoom in teaching as one of our methods. So this is the question that I threw a while ago. Who among them? A seasonal teacher or the younger teacher? For me, teaching is a passion. So we need a love for children, a strong work ethic, a team player, a role model, a desire to keep getting better. So we have the high expectation, a good communicator, a good listener, kindness, a sense of humor. The school should work best with a balance of young teacher and veterans or the seasonal teachers who have the qualities. Often, they determining factors in teaching dedication, not experience. For me, best experience and dedicated should be selected. Inexperienced and dedicated, experienced and not dedicated. Inexperienced and not dedicated. So like what I've said, we need to balance a younger teachers and the seasonal teachers. because we need them both. And for my references, thank you. Hoping that you have learned something new about what I have been discussed. Again, this is Dr. Rosemarie S. Guirre from Bulacan Polytechnic College, Region 3. This presentation solely for GAWAD Maharaja. Discover, develop, unleash, and sustain significance. Thank you so much.